Hi Flosstube, it's Lynn, the Canadian Stitcher. I'm here for my weekly update and share some news with you. So thank you for everybody who's commented, liked, and subscribed. And if you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you for joining us. So this video is going to be about some of the plans I have for 2019. I did get a new journal. This is pretty similar to the one I had last year for 2018. There's a monthly calendar, and then weekly. So I write in what I'm working on. I don't work too far ahead on plans for this because I find that my plans tend to change. So I have just sort of a rough calendar that's my working copy of some planning for 2019. We'll do the world map again, and I have some more pins on my map. And I'm sorry, Australia, New Zealand, you were not in the show last weekend. So there's my world map. You can kind of see where a lot of the Flosstubers are gathered there. So I have Donna J in Bell River, Ontario, Canada. Betty U in Paris, Texas. And Autumn, she's the coin skirt stitcher. She's in Northern California. Jean J in Sycamore, Illinois. Bodita G in Orlando, Florida. And Sue O from last week that I thought she was from Maine. She's from Minnesota. Thank you for correcting me. So if you would like to, let me know where you live in the world. City, province, state, territory, country, whatever. It's kind of interesting to see. I'm surprised by the cluster there on the northeastern coast. I have some shout outs. So Audrey at Stitchy Witch 42 did a really good video where she talked about negative space. And because I'm stitching cross country on some of these, well, most of my projects, but these big ones, she explained how, I can't explain it, you have to go watch her because it's a really, really good video. But when you're looking at something, the way negative space works is you're looking for what's actually missing and the shape of it there to know where to place your next stitch. That was really helpful on this one, as I am doing cross country sort of down and the side there. I'll show you that in a second. Sorry for the rustling. But check out Audrey's video. If you stitch cross country, it's a really good tip for knowing where you're going to be placing your next stitches, kind of being able to follow along. And Ingeborg from the Netherlands, A Stitch Too Far. I kind of messed up your channel name last week. I'm sorry for that. She's doing Death by Cross Stitch, and I had commented that I thought it was done in a bright pink. It's not. It's actually a garnet that she's using with variegated floss for her borders. It looks really, really good. Very, very pretty. And then, because I have something new going on, and I'm going to try to do for the whole year, I want to shout out again to Pam and Stephanie at Just Keep Stitching. So this year they showed their Christmas tree with all of their cross-stitch ornaments on it, and I thought it was beautiful. I didn't put up a tree this year. There's lots of years that I just don't even bother. So once I saw their tree, I thought that would be really, really pretty even if I do a small tree, to do it with all cross-stitch Christmas ornaments and maybe some bows and ribbons, that kind of thing. So Pam and Stephanie have inspired me to start a new project for myself. And if this has been done already or overdone and everybody's already been there, done this, this is for me. I want to try this, but you're welcome to join in if you think it's a good idea. So what I'm going to try and do is stitch a different little Christmas ornament. I'll show you some of those in close-up. Each week I want to do one little ornament, and I might not fully finish them until later, like in November or December, because I want to learn more about finishing things other than framing them. So I have some learning to do in that area. But each week I want to complete one small to medium ornament, I guess I'd say. So that's going to be my challenge. The ones I started on, this is Lucilla pattern. This one's actually it shows two of each of them. So I did start on this, and I actually made that little one Joy there for this week. And I have it here. So I haven't put a hanger on it or anything, and I haven't finished off the back of it, but that's my Joy. These ones, I need to find some, the foil adhesive that comes with these kits. I'm not sure if there's any in here. I did look on 123 Stitch. I might go look at Michael's and see if they have any paper with adhesive on it that I can cover up the back of that one. Some of these ones are being done on plastic canvas. I used to do a lot of these. If you don't know plastic canvas, it's just instead of being made out of cloth, it's made out of plastic. So you can see where I actually cut out Joy from there. So I count my stitches across and above and know how much space I need to give myself. Stitch the whole thing, and then you end up cutting over one. So there's a border. I don't know if you can see that. But you don't cut, of course, right next to it. You just cut near it to one, so that there's one row as a border. For this one, I am using one of those smaller magnetic boards. And I don't think I told you when I was showing you my magnetic boards, they're not actually, that one's a fully metal board. What I'm actually using are just these erasable whiteboards, but they're magnetic. So that's what I'm using. It's a whiteboard. You can see that. So initially when I first started using this board, I had my pattern on there, and then I was writing the notes of different cross stitches that I wanted to watch over here with the black marker that came with the whiteboard, and it smeared on my arm and it got on my cross stitch. So I don't actually write anything on here with the markers as I'm doing that. Yeah, so little Christmas ornaments, and I've got another, that one's Busilla, and I've got Jan Lynn also. I don't have it here, sorry, it's in the other room, with a bunch of different, same thing, just little ornaments to stitch on plastic canvas. Last week I showed you that I had made a new start on Christmas Day of the Leo lion, and I showed you my pattern, but I didn't show you the actual work that I had finished on it. I'm trying so hard to get better at this. Okay, so it's the Heaven and Earth Panthera Leo Lion by Stephen Paul Carlson. I almost finished the first page. It's not a full page, but I'm counting it as a full page. I think, yeah, all of that is just number 310, Black by DMC. And then on Christmas Eve, nope, that's wrong, sorry, New Year's Eve, I did start on Flight of the Lynx. Michelle Seata artwork by Josephine Wall, and that was just my New Year's Eve stitching, and I was off that day, so I got about that much done. And I'll show you the actual work on that one. I just worked on that one for the day, and then I started a new one on New Year's Day, and I'll show you that. Yep, so it's just a little tiny start on the Flight of the Lynx, working in the bottom left corner. That's pretty good for one day. That's quite a bit of stitching actually. Probably didn't do much else that day. And then on January 1st, I started on another Heaven and Earth, the Treasure Hunt bookshelf. And this one's by Amy Stewart. For this one, I'm using 20 count Sand Ada. I ordered a 36 by 43 inch piece. There might be some left over from that one. And then I'm just working, of course, from the bottom left. And then feathering over into the next page. So this is how I corral all the extra fabric that I have left over. I put it into a plastic bag. And I don't care if it gets rumpled and crumpled in there. And then I have the whole thing inside one of these huge Tupperware bins like I used to use for flour or sugar or whatever for baking. And that just keeps it all out of the way so that it's not getting, sorry, itchy nose, not getting cat hair or anything on it like that. So that's the start that I made for that one. I'm going to work on her a little bit more today, and then I'll talk about my next week's plans. So for that one, I am working on pages 56, and I got that much done, and 57, just with the feathering coming over to the other side. And I did make myself a little needle minder from a blue agate stone that I had. So I've got my needle minder on there. Okay, sorry, I gotta look at my notes. I'm trying to get better at this and be more organized. So I am going to be having a 250 subscriber giveaway once I reach 250 subscribers. I'm not 100% sure yet what it's going to be. The winner might have a choice between a couple of different things. We'll see how that goes. I do have a small haul. That's going to be hopefully a rare thing for me. I had to get some dental work done. And my dentist office is right beside the frame shop. So after I was done at the dentist, I just stopped in at Mr. Frame. I asked them if I could say their name on my channel, and they said, excuse me. So the frame shop that I use is called Mr. Frame. And the manager is Alicia M. I won't say her last name. And it's in Tudor Glen Place in St. Albert. So it is actually about half a block from my house. It's so close. She doesn't carry a lot of cross stitch in her shop. It's quite small, but she did say she'll order in whatever, you know, if you find something that you're wanting and you'd like to shop there, she'll order it in for you. They do have a very good selection of DMC. They have the Mill Hill bead. She's got some of the treasures there. She does have some Norberts. Yeah. Sorry, faded out. So my little tiny haul. I got a Janlin stamped cross stitch called Build Our Nest. So it's home is where we build our nest. I have a thing for feathers. That's my tattoo. I like feathers. I like birds too. So this one is a stamped project. So I haven't done one of these for a very long time. And I'll talk more about that in my plans for 2019. And then they did have some stuff on clearance just because it was after Christmas. These were 75% off. So, sorry. Okay, it says, okay, so you're off my Christmas list. Here comes the... It's just called Christmas List Heritage Stitchcraft. Margaret Sherry Catitudes, this is called. I think that's pretty cute. And the Gift of Christmas, designed by Diane Arthurs. And it says, may peace be your gift at Christmas and your blessings all year through. I got some more fray check because I used up my supply when I was doing the edges of all those Heaven and Earth. I did get another thing of Thread Magic. And, sorry for the rustling. Here, I got it. I don't want him laying on this. So she had these little sequin, or I think I kind of like sequins, they're gold stars. So I think there's lots of projects that I could use these on as embellishments. So she had these there, they're 50 cents each. So I got 2 of the gold and 2 of the silver. And I think the silver will be really nice in winter pictures to make it look like little snowflakes. I also have a thing for star shapes. So those will be some nice embellishments. And then she had a whole bag full of charms. And I said to her, what's with the charms? What are you doing with these? And she goes, I just want to get rid of them. She said, just 50 cents each. Oops. So I kind of picked through them. I got a, I don't know if I should even bother trying to show you them all. They're so tiny. It's a little tiny, itty bitty giraffe. There's some Christmas tree shapes. It'll be nice for some of the Christmas ornament embellishments. There's this little, not sure if that's an angel or what she is. Got a couple of those. Oh, the moon. I think I know where I'm going to use this one. There was some mushrooms, a little birdhouse, just a whole bunch of different, just little, oh, there's a fairy. A little fairy. Yeah, so I'll be using these as some embellishments on some Christmas ornaments and some other work. I'm just going to dump them in that bowl. So that was it for haul. And I did manage to find the Dimensions Gold Collection fairy tale one on eBay. I found it and I ordered it, and it should be in next week. So that will complete that set of 4. Told you about my weekly progress. So my plans for this week coming up, because I've worked on the HAEDs a couple of weeks in a row now, I'm going to go back to this Thomas Kincaid, the lamppost. Victorian Garden 2 lamppost vignette. And this one is a stamped one. I'm about half done already. There's the back. The other one that I did like this was the Christmas scene, and that one only took me a day to work on, so I don't think this is going to take up the whole week. And once I finish with this one, I'm sure I'll finish it this week. I'll probably go back to the owl, the north wind owl, just to get some more done on that one. That one's not very big either, so I'm thinking that one might be kind of a quick stitch. And I'm planning another video. I'm going to do a HAED parade. That might be next weekend. I've got some, and I need to get some stuff organized in here before I can do all that. I need to, there's some of them that I have fabrics for, and some of them that I just have the fabric, or the fabric counts. Yeah. So I need to get those organized. So for 2019, my plans are to finish all of these here. So there's some smalls here, some medium-sized ones. That one I'm going to be doing I'm still working on this one at work. I'm going to start on this one. So I'm thinking I'd like to finish all of these, plus do the Christmas ornament challenge, and then try to complete the Discovery, the Heaven on Earth one, and get half finished the lion. And if I do the bottom row of the Treasure Hunt bookshelf, and the bottom row of the Flight of the Lynx, I would be happy with that. And then throughout the year, I have kind of figured out where I'm going to be doing new starts. So we did January 1st, there'll be February 1st, February 14th, just any days that are a little bit extra special during the year. March 1st will be a new start. March 21st is the first day of spring officially, and I do have something in mind for that one. That's going to be a gift. April 1st, my birthday, May 1st, June 1st, and 21st, first day of summer. And in June, I'll probably be doing a whip parade and half a year kind of summary of how things have been going. July 1st. So I'll show you some of the things that I have sketched out on my plans, that things I'm wanting to start or finish. I'm just going to grab this bin. Oh, it's a big one. Okay, so we looked at home is where we build our nest, and that's, like I said, it's a stamped one. So when I was a really big cross stitcher, when I had first learned, and in the years following that, I did a lot. This is a sneak peek from the FFO's baby edition. So this is one of the baby bibs that I had done. So these were stamped. So the blue lines are actually, it's the same as what's here. If you've ever seen these, the blue squares are there, and then you just follow along. The thing with this is you have to be very precise of where you put your needle in, so that your stitches stay really neat. So for myself, I know I haven't done one of those for a very long time. So I had gotten this off the eBay. It was just like a clearance something. Yeah, when someone had already started stitching on it and hadn't finished it. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to rip these stitches out. This is going to be purely as a practice piece. So I am going to practice doing the cross stitching and getting my X's really even, and learning again how to use the sharp needles and get real good precision on where I'm placing them. So this will probably, it'll be a practice piece and most likely a throwaway, because the start that whoever made on this one is not very good at all. I can do better than that. And then I can do that where the home is, where we build our nest, with more precision. And I actually had this one in my plans for a new start for this year also. Sorry, this is a dimensions stamped. Look at that! Extreme close up. Sorry. I don't know if she's going to knock this over or not. Sorry for that. She's a very awkward and shy cat. There's her whiskers. Oh my goodness. Okay, you gotta go. And she doesn't like, yeah. What are you seeing? No, you go. She doesn't like to be touched at all, and nobody can pick her up. She's in her own little space. Except there, she stuck her face right in the camera. Sorry for that. So this is a Dimensions Garden Gazebo stamped cross stitch. And this one I had, like I said, I had this one picked out that this was going to be a new start for this year. And it's the same. It's the stamped with the blue, but this one's also got some green X's. So just need some practice at getting back at those. July 1st is Canada Day. This is a Joan Elliott design. This is called Canadian Beauty. So I'm going to do this one for Canada Day. This is Canada's birthday. I am going to change the colors in this. Now, it will be the first time that I'll be doing a color conversion on something. When I looked at it on the computer, I was like, what is that? There's a little fox there that you can barely even see just because of the colors of the way the dress is. There's a bear, there's a little beaver, there's a loon, an owl, a wolf, and yeah, and there's some really pretty flowers in here with some pretty colors. So I'm going to be changing the red of that dress for sure. I just switched that over to white and do some red embellishments somewhere else, but that's interesting. I do have my Christmas goose that I'm going to be, I've got a finish planned for that one. And this one is Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. November, December 1989. Oh, that's a throwback. And this is called have to find it, sorry. I don't even think it has a title. Anyway, it's Woodlands Santa. So there's a squirrel, there's a hedgehog or porcupine. Hedgehog probably. That's a sable. I had to look up what that was. And a wolf. With an elk, a bear, a wolf again. Yeah, so, and this one has embellishments with threads. They're calling for the Balger, B-A-L-G-E-R, specialty threads. I'm going to just use whatever I have on hand. I'm not going to seek out these specialty threads. I've got quite a few of the threads, so that'll be another Christmas picture when I finish that one. And then I also had this one picked out. This is another Bucilla, and this one is Festive Noel. That's a counted cross stitch. I have chomping at the bit to start this one. I can't wait. So this one's going to be February 14th. Just something I love. It's so nice. When I finish, I think this might be my February 1st start, so it's another one of the Thomas Kincaid Stillwater Bridge vignette. And excuse me, Lucy, I already stitched this one. I stitched the big one. So you go look back in my older videos of my FOs, finished objects but not framed yet. So this one might hang beside it. I'm not sure. I might put this one in a different room instead. I'll see once I get it finished and framed. I have some smalls that I want to do. Sometimes if I'm working on big stuff, and I really enjoy finishing, like ending a project, being done at project. So I do like to have a couple of smalls just to get more finishes, get more of the satisfaction in that. So I found these little coasters. These are hummingbirds. I'm not sure. Yeah, I probably will do the hummingbirds. I like them. Yeah, I'll probably do them as hummingbirds. I was thinking maybe I would do them as something else. And then I have these little pre-made, I think these are 14 count little hearts. I had showed this in my finished objects video with the, I have 2 of these hanging in my entranceway. So again, from Cross Country Stitching magazine. I've got December 1998 and February 1995. And in here they do have some nice little ornaments to make on those hearts. So yeah, that'll be good. A couple of smalls just when I'm feeling like I want to get something finished. I do have plans for, I think I told you, I'm going to be doing Long Dog sampler foursome reel #1 in different colors, like different bright colors. And then when I was going through my magazines, Sandy B Stitcher was showing some of her magazines, and then I thought, before I go to bed one night, I just pulled out a little pile of them and started looking through them to see if, I don't even remember sometimes what's in all of them. I think I went through them all in the spring when I was cleaning up. And unfortunately, decluttering and minimalizing, and I threw some stuff out that I shouldn't have. They could have been giveaways or past a stash or something, but too late for that now. So one of my goals for 2019, I wrote down thoughtful minimalism, like really thinking about stuff before I get rid of it. So this one, sorry, I keep flashing this. So this is another sampler. I'm going to do this one in blue and white. And this is a moose, a polar bear, a deer or elk, bunny, fox looks like, a squirrel, and a swan or goose. So that's pretty, and that one looks like it'd be pretty simple to do. I don't think that would take very much time, but it'll be another sampler. I do want to do another Thomas Kincaid, another one of the big ones, because I do have a couple of these kits. So this one is Valley of Peace. Let me pull it out. Still might be able to see it really good. Valley of Peace. So this one will be a fall pick for me. One of the ones I'll start in the fall. And it's a stamped. Yeah. So the majority of it is stamped on there, and then you just add in more color and more texture to it. I quite enjoyed that one. Once I figured out that you don't follow the pattern exactly, you just use it as a loose guideline. Kay from Kay's Cross Stitch, Look Away, Cover Your Ears. Another sampler. This one is the one I want to do with the pansies. So this is called Stony Creek Collection Sampler to Treasure. And there's with the pansies and the little flowering pot, and then the alphabet. So that'll be probably a quick one too. That's pretty pretty. This one is Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, January, February 1993. And this one, I got itchy nose. How does that happen? Everybody talks about that. Now I've got it. This one. This is called Cottage Christening, and I had always intended to stitch this for when I had one of my children, and I never did. Probably because this magazine just gets put into the pile of all these magazines. So when I found this, it's got little bunnies on it with hats, and the one little bunny's got a broom, like cleaning up. They're pushing a baby on a swing there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this banner to say Welcome Spring. It says they're announcing the birth. This is supposed to be like a baptism or christening picture, but I'm going to change it. So I'm going to have Welcome Spring, and then I might put in down here, I'll think about it, but most likely I'm going to put The Sun is Shining, or Time to Plant the Flowers, or something like that. That's kind of a welcoming to spring. I think that'll be really pretty. That might go on my themed section where I have my themes. And then I do have 3 more Thomas Kincaids. These ones are small ones again. So this is Home is Where the Heart Is. 1. Stamped again, but not a whole lot of floss, so this should be a fairly quick stitch. Again, it's just going through and filling in some of the details on the flowers and that. And then this one is Home is Where the Heart Is 2. And Candamar Designs, this company's Candamar Designs. So another stamped one. And then this one is called, sorry, this is Lamplit Bridge. I can never remember the name of that one, and I always write down Foggy. And this one must have been one of the early kits that they put out, because the instruction sheet for this one is really different than the other ones. But I'll probably talk about that more when I actually get at it. So that's the stamped. All of these Thomas Kincaids, with the exception of the little tiny ones, these are going to go probably in my dining room. I have one wall in my dining room that doesn't have any pictures on it, but it's got a cabinet thing. I'll deal with that later. Okay, and then a couple more smalls that I want to have. I got fabric for. These are Joan Elliott Designs. These came from 123 Stitch. And this is the Dream, Hope, Believe, Imagine. And those will all be quick again. Not much stitching on there. And I got the DMC needlework fabric Marble Ada in 14 count. So those will, kind of looks like blue sky. So that'll be nice for those ones. I do intend on finishing the Siren and this Shipwreck. And then I will be starting on another Mermaid by Mirabilia. This one is Mediterranean Mermaid by Norbert. So I've got her kitted and ready to go, and I'm going to finish Siren and the Shipwreck. And I've got all the embellishments there too. This one is going to be the gift. I'm going to be doing a gift for somebody. This is Dimensions Gold again. Sorry. This is called Chickadees and Lilacs. This one's got a lot of half stitches, full stitches, different textures and that. So, and the chart on this one, oh boy, it's really small. I'm going to need to enlarge that to be able to work on that one. And I did get the Spring Fairy, like I said, and I have on order is the fairy tale. That's the one with the lady on the horse with all the little leprechauns and fairies and whatever. So those will be, hopefully I want to get those 2 started. I may not finish the 2 of them this year. There will be, when I finish the Celtic Spring, I'll be starting on the summer one. When I finish the Angel of Summer, I'm going to be starting on the spring one. I will pick out another cross-country stitching once this one's complete. And I told you I have another Christmas picture. And there'll probably be 2 more HAEDs that I'll start. I'm not sure when. First day of summer, my birthday. I don't know. I don't want to have too many of them. 4 is a lot already, but I think 6 would be my maximum. And with goals of, you know, completing the whole bottom row in a year or that kind of thing. Because it's really easy to start a whole bunch, but I want to make sure that I'm going to be able to finish stuff and hang it and enjoy it too. So one last thing, and there will be more things thrown in here as I find things in my craft room or come up with some different ideas. So I want to do a snowman series also. This has been in the plans for a long time. So Cross Country Stitching magazines, again, they did have a whole snowman series. So I'm planning on doing one of these per year. I think there's 6 in all. And I think that these would be great to hang up one particular spot in my, sort of where my living room goes down to the lower level. It would be cute to have a little snowman wall there. Just one, like from the day it's the first snow falls until spring comes, and then replace them with something else. So there, I have a whole bunch of snowmen picked out in there. I just have to look at my notes here for a second, see if I missed anything. Oh yeah, so more plans are to get a bit more organization in this room where I'm doing my filming. I do have a shelf that I want to bring in. I'm going to put a shelf over here with some of the bins on it to get some of the bins up off of the floor. I'm going to be organizing and decluttering my craft room, which is going to include my knitting supplies. And going through all the cross stitch magazines, that's bad when I do that because I just find more and more nice things that I want to stitch everything. And told you my plans for the goals of my HAEDs. Yeah, I think that's it. So next video next weekend on Sunday, I'll be doing a HAED parade. If I hit 250 subscribers, I will be doing another giveaway. So I hope everybody has a good week and you enjoyed the video. Happy stitching. Bye.